They're gonna reach him. Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Episode 8, the Shibuya Incident. The main title, huh? Okay, last episode, yeah, Mikamaru did not make it. Like I said, he didn't make it, he died. And now the veil has come over Shibuya Station, whatever. And they want Gojo, and Gojo came in there. So, and then there were other groups sort of like stationed all around the station so that they can, well, they sent Gojo in to basically deal with everything, but anybody else, any curses or whatever that comes out, any stragglers, the other outside forces are supposed to be taking care of them. So yeah, that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have a reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/feelmini. And I'll start this episode, and here we go. As always, well, most of the time, after an episode of Jujutsu Kaisen is done, I'll go back and go through it again because I almost never fully understands everything that happened in the episode watching it once. So I have to go back and go through it again and all of that, especially when they're talking about, okay, like when it came to Yuichi and Meme and the little bro, Wee Wee. Oh, either way, them talking about all the levels, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess whatever. So I also had to go back and watch the interaction between Gojo and the cursed spirits so that I can fully understand exactly what it is that they were trying to accomplish and all of that. So yeah, so when it came to Yuji and Meme, they were supposed to go where Gojo was, Shibuya, right? But then they got different orders to go to the Meiji station, right? Because they have enacted another veil over there. And the fact that they said that there were these transfigured humans there, Yuji would want to go there. And then I started wondering, did they do that on purpose? Because the cursed spirits and Ghetto, they've been trying to trap, if I remember correctly, trap Gojo in the prism realm thing. And then they want to get Sukuna. They want to get Sukuna on their side. And using these transfigured humans, that would lure Yuji there because of what happens with Junpei. He has this hatred for Mahito. He didn't actually know Mahito's name, even though Junpei mentioned it before. It wasn't until he went and saw that cursed spirit over there that he faced, that he confirmed it to him that the patch face cursed spirit was called Mahito. So the fact that they use those humans there, he was gonna go there. And then when they went there, and then Meme started basically describing what was happening. I think they said there was two veils. There was one that kept humans inside, and then there was the other one that didn't allow Jujutsu sorcerers, people, cursed energy or whatever, to go in. Did I get that correctly? I don't know, man. I'm not going back again. So there were these two veils, basically, and they thought the person that created the veil was gonna be in between those two veils, but it wasn't really the person that created it. The person that created the thing is Ghetto, and he basically imbued it in these nails sort of looking thingies, and he can give them to anyone that he wants to give them to. So in this particular case, this grasshopper cursed spirit was just there to look over it, to protect it. So they didn't know that at the time. They thought Mahito might be there, So Yuji, of course, wanted to go. Well, Meme gave him the options: either go and kill those humans that were transfigured, or go after the cursed spirit that they thought created it, Mahito. So he was like, he's not okay with killing, even though he killed some of them before. He doesn't really want to do that. He would much prefer going after the cursed spirit. So that's what he chose. And the siblings went after the transfigured humans, and he went after the cursed spirit. And then he got there, and it was just this grasshopper looking. He ate a human. And I'm like, last episode was, I think it was the last episode or the one previously, I don't know. Someone commented on Crunchyroll that this arc was better than the Chimera Ant arc in Hunter x Hunter. And the Chimera Ants, they ate humans. So when I saw this particular cursed spirit eat this human, I'm like, the resemblance between the two, And then there was the one point in the episode where there was this woman narrating basically what created this grasshopper looking cursed spirit and all of that. So I'm like, is this the version of the narrator during that arc, But I just noticed those two similarities. But this cursed spirit was not, he wasn't that strong compared to Yuji, He didn't use a lot of, how am I to say, force? Yeah, he didn't use a lot of force. He didn't use a lot of cursed spirit either. So it's like the guy was easy to defeat. And he went and joined up with Meme and Wiwi. And Meme was like, I'm surprised that he was surprised that she was surprised that he was able to defeat that cursed spirit pretty easily. And then he's like, nah, that it wasn't Mahito and all of that. That he also said that he was closer to becoming a first grade sorcerer. Not that I remember. I also went back because I wanted to look at, how the last episode, they have like a team, Nanami team, whatever. And then you have the people on the team. And then they talked about what grade they were and all of that. During the previous episode, when they were doing that with, Fushiguro and the others, they said they were being considered for first grade sorcerer. They said under evaluation for being whatever first grade sorcerer or something or other along those lines. But then when it came to Yuji in this episode, they were like, his evaluation or whatever was postponed. The others didn't say that. Not that I remember. So that caught my eye in this particular episode, that they said that Yuji's was postponed. So yeah, and Wiwi didn't actually write anything next to his name. So I'm like, okay, what exactly, what kind of sorcerer is it? What is he that they didn't actually write anything there? Is he just like a normal human following the sister around? I don't know. And also, Meme said that she hasn't seen anyone being able to defeat a cursed spirit like that since Kusakabe. And I'm like, who the heck is Kusakabe? I feel like I should know the person, and the name seems familiar to me, but I just don't remember. Let me see. Jujutsu Kaisen. Kusakabe. Okay, so he's the one with Panda. He's the first sorcerer with Panda on Team Panda. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess he's there both from the Kyoto school, right? Is Meme from the Kyoto school? Either way, he's the one that she was referring to. And then they went down the level and they were too late. Maybe it's like they were too late, and then they saw this woman there that was sort of like in shock or something. But then they went away from them. I don't actually know what exactly is happening there. And Yuji also smashed the nail, which brought down the veil. I'm sort of like, did it brought down both veils or just the outer veil or the inner veil? I don't know. So I feel like it must be the inner, because the outer veil, outer veil was supposed to keep out. I mean, the outer veil can let Jujutsu sorcerer in, but the inner veil is keeping them out. So if you take out the nail, then it's gonna allow them to go into the level where Mahito's supposed to be. Right, but then Mahito is like, I can't really. He wanted to fight the sorcerer that defeated. What was his name again? The grasshopper Ko guy. Is that what he's calling him? Either way, he wanted to face the sorcerer, meaning Yuji, but then he can't because he has something to do. So at first, I thought, before I went and looked through the episode again, I thought Mahito was not actually there, that he just created these transfigured humans just to lure Yuji there, but he's actually at the station, but then he's like, I can't actually do whatever, I have to go do something. So is he leaving the station, or is he still at the station but he has to do something else and he can't really face Yuji right now? Okay, I don't know. So that's it with them. And then Gojo, he was like, oh, so this is what you guys are doing. Okay, I'll play along. And then he got down there, and then you see I'm gonna tell you, what was his name again? He's also a G kind of sounding name, like the volcano. Curse spirit. You are my special Jugo. I think that was his name, Jugo. Yeah, I think that was his name, Jugo. And so you had Jugo, Hanami or Nanami? No, Nanami is Hanami. Jugo, Hanami, and then the third person that had this blood manipulation technique, which is similar to when they were doing the exchange event. There was the student from Kyoto that also uses blood manipulation. So I'm like, are they from the same clan? Are they related? Like, I hardly doubt that there would not be any relation between them. Both of them use blood manipulation. So it's like, so those three were there, and they were facing Gojo, and Gojo thought at first that he was alone with them, but then it was all a trap. There were these panel, something that was blocking the humans that were there, that Gojo couldn't see that they were there, and they let them in because they were kept flashing back to Geto and Jugo talking, and Geto was telling Jugo that Gojo is the strongest when he's alone and he doesn't have anybody around him. Like he said that normal sorcerers would just be like a hindrance, but like below that, like normal people, that would just be like So if you bring all of these people there, he's not gonna be able to use a blue, he's not gonna be able to use red, he's not gonna be able to use hollow purple, he can only use the infinity, the space, infinity space that's all around him, all that. He can only use that. He cannot use his domain expansion either, because that will crush the people that were stuck between his domain and the veil. So he can't use that either. And he also told them not to use their domains either, because that will push Gojo to use his. So the main thing that they were supposed to do is to keep Gojo busy, concentrated on them, trying to defeat them and protect the people there. And they're supposed to keep his attention for like 20 minutes, 20 or 30 minutes between those two. And then after that, Geto is going to use the prison realm thing. And I'm like, I hope this prison realm thing doesn't work. And even if it works, I hope that Gojo's can find a way out of it. I don't know. I'm really hoping. So going back to the fight between those four, the guy did the blood manipulation thing. It just like went past Gojo, and then Hanami and Jugo went on the attack with their cursed hands and everything, and then they tried to hit Gojo, but it wasn't reaching them. And then they used something domain amplification, which was sort of like a different kind of use for the simple domain that Mikamaru used during his battle against Mahito. And Gojo said that they basically enveloped themselves with that domain, which makes it so that, when they enveloped the domain, whatever, and then they were trying to hit him, they are able to get through the infinity that was all around. The thing can cancel your technique, which is the infinity thing that was around Gojo. So if he can cancel it, then it's gonna reach him. So that's why he got out of the way. But then he's like, I love it when he shows his eyes, because if it's like he's about to get serious or something, and then his eyes are beautiful. So it's like I always love seeing that happen. But then, like I said, I'm worried about, first of all, are they gonna be able to keep him occupied for the 20 minutes that they said? And if they are, is Geto gonna be successful in trapping Gojo? Yeah. So that's what happened this episode. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/filmmini. And you can also see the full length for this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Bye. See, I love the intro, man. No, you can see it's so weak. Of course you can. What the heck, Mimi? Somebody, some girl let me want.